Wilson Magee, REIT shares really peaked in January when there were worries about the economy, and they moved down steadily ever since. I think the IYR, which is the ETF which tracks publicly traded REITs, is down around 3% so far this year. So what's your expectation for REITs for the second half?
Greg, I think the earnings are going to come through really nicely. Wall Street analysts expect 6 to 8% earnings growth for this year with similar growth for next year, but the headwind will be rising long-term bond yields.
Well, right now REITs are trading with long-term bond yields. So talk about valuations. Let's just separate the two for a second.
Our view right now is that REITs are about fairly valued versus equities, say the S&P 500. They're a little cheap versus bonds, and they're a bit cheap versus underlying real estate, particularly for high-quality REITs.
All right, well, which sectors of the REIT market do you like? Do you like lodging, storage, multifamily? Which is best?
Well, I think you've highlighted the three highest growers from an earnings perspective, which are going to be apartments, lodging, and self-storage this year.
Well, there's been a trend to turn everything into a REIT. Sears, Macy's, they're talking about a REIT for Macy's. Is this good for the market or bad?
I think it's somewhat mixed. We certainly would like to see these broadly diversified portfolios that are managed by real estate professionals rather than what are essentially net lease REITs where retailers spin off their real estate, but they may be very successful.
All right, and now one REIT in particular you like is Alexandria. They're in the lab space sector. Can you talk about what makes this one special? Because I know biotech is hot, so that is going to help this REIT even when the rest of the market is trending downward.
They continue to see significant tenant demand and rent growth. As you know, they have a phenomenal biotech office facility here on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and they really are the best-in-class operator in the nation in this lab biotech space.
And you're also a fan of Pebblebrook. Can you talk about that one?
Yes, we really like the management team. We think they're excellent. It's a smaller capital base, so we think they will deliver very good growth off that capital base. And of course, the lodging fundamentals are quite strong in the U.S. right now.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming on and talking about REITs.
Thanks so much. My pleasure.
And thank you for watching The Street.